Well, we have built a ship. We have assembled it in orbit. We have refueled it. We have cleaned up our orbits. We have 3 brave Kerbids aboard. Bill, Bob, and Jebediah, of course. And we are in orbit. Oh, hi, Moon. We are in orbit around Kerbin itself. And that looks like a pretty lovely ship, if I do say so myself. And we are going to Duna. So the first thing that we want to do when we go to Duna is we want to figure out how we're going to exit from the sphere of Kerbin's influence. Now, this is a pretty straightforward maneuver. If you actually have the online calculator to back you up anyway, it kind of is. First thing that you want to figure out is which way Kerbin is actually orbiting. It will orbit in this direction here, around the sun like that, right? So you want to line yourself up so that the Kerbin's orbit is more or less, you know, straight up and down. That way you get a good idea of which way it's going to be going. So that line, well, I mean, obviously I'm not doing it that well, but that line right there is what I'm basing all of my angles off of. Now, you want to exit Kerbin's sphere of influence at roughly 150 degrees from Kerbin, which would be right about, well, let's see. If that's 90, and that's 180, then that is about 135, so we'll call that about 150. And let's just do a little tiny bit of a burn here, just to give ourselves a bit of an idea of what we're going to be doing. Okay, so that's great. Now, the next thing that you need to consider is the position of where you're leaving from relative to where you're going to, relative to where you're going to. I should probably say, because English is apparently my first language. Now, to do this, what you're going to do is you're going to pretty much put Kerbin on a 90-degree angle relative to the sun, right? So you have one line of a triangle here, and Duna, in particular, you're going to need to be at about a 45-degree angle. It's like 44, but whatever. This is close enough as far as I can tell. 45-degree angle out, right? And yeah, that's about 45 degrees, whatever. Once you've drawn that triangle and everything lines up properly, then, like I said, you burn it about 150 degrees. 150 degrees, of course, so you're starting from here at 0. That would be 180, so you rotate out to about 150, and then you burn until you get an exit orbit. And let's go and check our exit orbit here, so that's going to go to there. Let's also set Duna as a target, because, you know, that would be the smart thing to do. And let's go back in here, grab our node back out again, and we are slowly but surely going to drag this out. This will, of course, increase rapidly with time. And so we just pretty much want to kind of meet up with it, hopefully get an encounter here at some point. The other thing that we may wish to consider, yeah, we're almost getting an encounter right there, is our nodes. Now, 0.1, negative 0.1, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't really mind that. So let's keep on dragging this out and see if we can get an actual encounter. Ooh, looks like we did for a brief moment there. Maybe we didn't. Hang on. Let's be really finicky about this, shall we? Let's. Okay, close, close. It's kind of bouncing backwards and forwards, not quite sure what it's doing. That might be getting closer. Let's just let it roll out a little bit more. Let's see what it's doing. I don't really know, but maybe it'll give us an encounter. Here's hoping. Right? Right? Maybe what we should be doing first is like adjusting so that the nodes themselves are like perpendicular. Closest approach is 250,000 kilometers. Let's just see if we drag this out a little bit more. Little bit more. If that's going to get any closer. Yeah. Well. No, that's getting worse. Okay. So let's just try to get this close approach as close as we can get it, and then we'll adjust on the way out. Right? Right. Let's do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, 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 stop it. Stop it, you big jerk. 218. Okay. So let's say that that is good enough. Now, we could probably make this significantly better just by adjusting the orbitable, which is kind of like the orbital plane, so that it coincides, right? because there's a little bit of variation there. Could also do that in transit, though, so let's do that instead. Okay, cool. So we have ourselves a maneuver node. Our maneuver node is coming up in about 12 minutes. This is where it starts to get tricky, because this particular configuration is ludicrously unwieldy. So I am just going to save right now, and we're going to hope that I don't have to reload anytime soon. We probably will, but whatever, right? Let's just zoom in here so we can actually see what's going on. Okay, well, it's not perfect, but it should be okay. Let's zoom ourselves around to the node. Yeah, it's close enough. And I don't know how long I'm supposed to be burning for, but 1,040 meters per second, given the amount of thrust. Tell you what we'll do. Let's just thrust the engines up completely. Get ourselves an estimated burn. Holy butts, I nearly tore those things off. Well, I'm glad I didn't. Okay, we have an estimated burn of... we need to start burning already. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Let's reload. As you can probably tell, these things are burning too. Not efficient. Kind of silly, really. Yeah, let's reload that. Whatever. Okay. So, do we still have our maneuver node? We do. Wonderful. Let's roll it down to the maneuver node itself. Just pretty much down here somewhere. Right? We're also... shut these engines down. Can I do it from here? No, I can't. I have to do it from here. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. It's shut down. Okay. It's 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, whoa. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna burn at 46 seconds, which is in 10 seconds from now, more or less. And a 3, a 2, a 1, a go. Okay, and we are burning for about a minute and a half. These things have practically torn themselves off of their hinges. Thank goodness for strong magnets, I guess. Hopefully they won't get thrown off the other side when I actually stop this thing. That would be nice. Let's just zoom out and see what kind of a trajectory we're getting here while we're burning, because that's fun. Well, it's definitely going up. It's probably going to start going up pretty darn fast as well. We're about almost halfway through a burn. So that's good. I mean, if this isn't perfect, we're going to be making corrections en route anyway, so that's okay. Yeah, this is going to start whipping out pretty darn quickly from the system here. And I want to catch this as best I can when I get there, so I just want to see what these things are going to do when I actually cut the engines. Whee! We are flying away! 50, 40, 30... Let's actually slow that down a little bit so that those things don't fly off. Whoa, okay, we overburned a bit. Well, butts. What did that actually give us? Do we still have Something that resembles an encounter? Yes. Technically, we still do. Okay. Okay. Well. We still have all of our things attached. That's important. Let's undock this. Okay. No, I kind of... Well, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. 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 Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to this guy. Right? Okay. He's got a little bit of separation. And we are going to roll him over onto his negative vector. I forgot again to put some freaking solar cells on this thing. Oh boy. I don't have much electrical charge on this thing either. This is not the best. Maybe I should have... whatever. So, I have just come to the sudden realization that I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing. As such, I've managed to lose all control over this vehicle. There's no way for me to throttle it whatsoever. I no longer have electrical charge, and I'm going to smash basically wherever the hell I end up going. Fortunately, this is a suborbital trajectory, so it doesn't matter. But there's no way that I can actually land this thing, or rather, crash this thing into the ocean where I planned. So, we'll see where it smashes. Where is the predicted smash? Oh, we're still going into the ocean, so that's good. At least that's happening. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's a rather flaming phallic symbol, if I do say so myself. I love the heat that comes off of this thing, though. I really, really do. Love that lighting effect. It's possibly the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. There's still plenty to work on in this game, granted, but I gotta say, the guys that make this game have done such a phenomenal job with it. I could not be more pleased. Okay, here it comes. 2, 1, and... Again, not quite as momentous as a whole bunch of explosions, but it does get rid of the debris. That's nice. Well, why not? Okay, back to my Duna System Explorer. Let's get ourselves... Where are we? Where are we? There we are. There we are. There's Kerbin, already far in the distance. The Mun, relatively far in the distance, but not really. Let's warp out of here. It's time to go, go, go. Go, go, go. We can do 1,000 times time acceleration now. That's what the cool kids like to do. 10,000 times time acceleration. Oh yeah. Okay. We have now achieved what one might consider to be our own orbit around Kerbal itself. Which is great. Right? You got the Mun over there, tiny little Kerbin over there. It's great. Okay, now that we've done that, we're coming out here, and I want to make an adjustment to our orbit roughly here-ish? Yeah, let's go for that. $6,000. Okay, so it's like the sweet spot's basically right there. Yeah. So an encounter at 5,000 kilometers out. And about 430 meters per second of delta V required. Okay, well, let's see how that works out. So, I have no idea how long this burn is supposed to be for. First thing that I want to do is actually find where the heck my node is supposed to be. Oh my goodness. Oh, look how much easier this thing is to spin. Oh, oh, it's like heaven. It's just like heaven. Only with less angels and more rotating rocket parts. It's nothing like heaven. Fine. It's nothing like heaven, but it's still a lot better than when I had that massive stack of fuel on this thing. Okay. Let's move it down. To round about there. Sort of. There? Can I go there? Is that a good place? Is that a good place to be? I don't know. I don't know if it's a good place to be. I think it's a good place to be. I think so. Okay. So, from here, first thing that we're going to do is not even test the thrust, because we don't know what the thrust is going to be. We have no idea what our estimated burn is going to be like. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Whoop. 11 days. 11 days. There's no way this is going to work. There's no way. Unless, of course, I didn't have the engines on, in which case that would probably have a significant amount to do with this. Okay, let's try this again, but this time with the engines actually on. How about that? Does that sound good? Let's try that. Hey, we've got engines. Cool, let's try this again. Burn, 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 burn. That is significantly more reasonable. 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Now that has, of course, altered our trajectory not much at all, which is fine. Okay, so now we're going to go super speed. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slow it the hell down. Okay. Now we get to 125, which is like pretty close to there. Okay, so we're going to burn at 126 at that exact position. Yup, that's what we're doing. Get ready for it. It's about to happen right about now. Okay. And this will modify this orbit. Modify it so that we will wind up going over here. Once we get within the influence, then I'm going to save the game, because I'm going to do something that's possibly the dumbest thing that I have ever done in my life. Possibly. We're not sure, but it's entirely possible. I also need to make completely certain about what's in this stage. I hope this isn't counting the stuff that's in the landers as well, because if it is, this is going to get real tricky real quick, and I might have been overly ambitious about this entire project. Ah, whatever. We'll find out soon enough. It'll be fine. Okay, we have an actual encounter now. Still got about 25 meters per second to go. Hope I can nail this down pretty well. Let's see. Okay. 10. Whew, okay. So, when this slows down to a near crawl or a dead stop, you just want to cut it there, because you're not going to get as close as you want to. What have we actually gotten here? We have gotten a periapse of 25,000 kilometers. Well, no, sorry, 25 kilometers. 25 kilometers? That doesn't make sense. 25,000 kilometers. Come on, Nick. Come on. I think we may seriously wish to consider the fact that another node may be required at this point. Another burn may indeed be necessary. Let's speed up time a little bit. See what we can do about yet another correction. We'll make another correction a decent distance out before we actually get in here. Like here. Okay. Okay, now let's just see. Just want to drag this out a little bit further so that we've actually got some time. Half an hour. Okay, half an hour should be enough time to actually play around with this and figure out what we really want to do here. So... Okay. Sweet. Moving right along. 2, 1. And burn it about 9 seconds. Whoa, already overshot it. Okay. That's what I get for being a douche. That's what I get for being a douche. Still, should hopefully get us close enough. Okay, yes, check mark. See that? That is a check mark. That is not an X. That is a check. That means you did a good thing. Yes! Okay. Relax. Let us be calm. I don't know why that is wobbling around so much. But that is okay. Because now we have a pretty darn close encounter, which is apparently going to fling us out like that. That's okay. Let's super speed. Cool. Alright, we should be able to see Duna right now somewhere. Right? There it is! See? Duna! Duna! And Ike's gonna be around in there somewhere too. Do you see how far we have come, gentlemen? How far our space program has brought us? How epic and glorious our space program has become? Oh my god! It's the little red dot in the sky, and it's getting bigger. Now, I will point out that our orbital velocity is rather insane right now. Might not be for the best. Hey, you can kind of see Ike. I think that's Ike. Yeah, that's Ike. Cool. You can make it out. Cool. Okay. We now actually have an orbital trajectory. So I'm just going to like watch us come in here a little bit, so you can kind of see what's going on. And then I'm going to slow that down, because we actually do need to make a major adjustment here to not be flung back out into space. So, let us just burn retrograde on the periaps. Holy butts, that is a lot of burning. That is a 6-minute burn, ladies and gentlemen. That is not healthy. $50 times, just so that it grows appreciably on the horizon. Maybe 100 times. There we go. See Ike kind of like doing its thing over there. It's great. 1,000 times. There we go. Now we can see stuff happening. Cool. There's Ike. And there's Duna. Bring it down to 100 times. We're going to go to both of those places. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're going to love it. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so we're coming up on the node. We're going to have to burn like crazy to get into a captured orbit. It looks like we're going to go into a polar orbit as well, which is going to be interesting. That's fine. We can live with that. I don't mind that. That's cool. Alright. Okay. Sweet. Let's just speed this up a little bit more. What were we going for? We were going for like 257, right? So that's pretty soon. That's pretty darn soon. That's like really soon, actually. It's like basically now. Cool. I don't know what that lighting effect is all about, but hey, whatever. It's fine. Because now we're burning. And now we hope and pray with our gravitational influence and my thrusting power combined, you are totally gonna get into a captured orbit around Duna. And then we can try aerobraking, which will be certainly interesting. I think we're gonna have enough fuel here. My real question though is like, are we using any of this fuel? Which I don't think we are. I don't think we're using any of these bits of fuel. No, it looks like we're okay there. So that's good. Let's watch our orbit come down. So, now flying over the poles of Duna. Yeah. And onto the night side. Now I have a thing. Oh, look at that res haze. That is so cool, man. It's a new freaking planet. Oh, so stoked. Seriously though, this is the first time that I have ever been outside of the Kerbin system, and I am really happy that this all went, well, I mean, not according to plan, obviously, but close. It came pretty close to according to plan. I'm happy with the way it all worked. I have no idea what this flippity-floppity motion is. This is the autocam stuff happening here. Doesn't know which way to point. That's fine. These guys are looking like they're having fun. Bill's having a great time. Jeb always having a great time. Even Bob's got a bit of a smile. Okay, well, yeah, there you go, buddy. All right, yeah, good times. We still have a little bit of Delta V to go. Good amount of time to do it in, though. We've passed the node itself. And I think my burn time was timed properly. We've got a good amount of fuel left over here. We've still got more than half of our fuel, and it'll be that much easier to transit back as well. Because less mass, so it's just easier to move stuff around. Now again, I'm just barely getting a captured orbit because I want to make this as efficient as possible. But there are many considerations to make in this mission, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to end the video once we're actually in a captured orbit and leave it at that, because there's a lot of maneuvering yet to go. We've got to drop one of these guys off here at Duna. We're going to drop another guy off at Ike. We're going to do some exploring on both. I do have a little bit of a special surprise sort of thing for Duna itself. And so I'm going to have to play around with the orbits a little bit just to get this exactly the way that I want it, but I think it's going to be pretty sweet once it actually works out. I think everyone, myself included, is going to be very happy with the results of my research online. Finding a wonderful little area to explore on Duna. And it's ideal for a first landing site, apparently. Well, from what I've read anyway. We'll see. But I am totally stoked. Totally stoked. Okay. Kind of don't want to get out of this view right now. Alright. Okay. Check mark. Do we have a captured orbit yet? No, we don't. Okay, let's continue to burn. Let's just get that captured orbit. There we go. Okay, great. Great. Very nice. We're going way further out than we need to, but we are in a captured orbit around Duna. Heck yeah. That's great stuff. That's wonderful stuff. That's brilliant stuff. That's amazing stuff. We have made it. The Duna System Explorer has arrived within the system of Duna. Its periapse is technically below the atmosphere, but that's kind of what we want anyway, so that's great. A little bit of aerobraking, which we're going to test out later. For now, though, let's just speed ourselves up and get ourselves back into the sunlight. we will leave it at that. But we are so gonna explore you. Ooh, that's a nice lighting effect too. I like that. That's nice. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Wow. Alright. Let's watch a sunrise above Duna itself. Ike. I really like that red haze. I don't know. Maybe it's just all the talk about going to Mars these days, but something about a red planet, man. Something about a red planet. I don't know. It's just enticing. I wonder... Hang on, let's just slow this down for a second. Let's see what these guys' view actually is of right now. Can we maybe not be on you? Can we maybe be on, like... No? Okay. Well, that's not what I want. Do you have a window? No? No? Fire extinguisher. There's no window, though. There's no window. Okay. How about Bill? Bill, do you have a window? You have a window. Bill has a window. Bill's seeing a sunrise. Yeah, man. What's up, dog? What up? How you do? What you saying? Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Oh, you got an even better view. You have an even better view. What's up, dog? I got a better view than you. What up, son? Awesome. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. This is great. Thank you very much for watching. This has been hours and hours of work. Well worth it. And I will catch you in the next video where we will be dropping off these landers. And they will serve us very well, I am sure. So, once more, thanks for watching. Enjoy life. And, yeah, Mars in 2030.